Run, river, run, run through the hills. Run, river, run to the sea. Run, river, run to your place beneath the sun. Run, river, run over me.
Hi, this is Jan Lewis. Welcome to be my guest today. We have from the Westboro Lions Club, we have President Burton Christensen and the past president, Guido Lonardo. Did I say that right? No, how do you say that?
Lonardo.
Lonardo, I'll get it. You know what, if I think about, did you ever see the, what are they, the Ninja Turtles?
Yes.
One of the turtles is Leonardo, so I'll think Leonardo. That's how I remember it. It was so cool of them to come. They are going to have, I saw this, where did I see this derby advertised? Do you know where I saw?
Facebook.
Which newspaper?
Community Advocate.
The Community Advocate, okay. They are going to have a rubber duck derby. And here they are. Second annual, April 9th at 11 a.m. Watch in person or on Facebook. Come on over. And it's going to be held at the Mill Pond Spillway in Westboro. Where is that, guys? Where's the Mill Pond?
It's on Mill Pond Road.
Mm-hmm.
The spillway is the water that is released from the dam. So you come up to the dam, and the spillway is right in the center of the dam there.
Okay, it's not near the Chauncey Lake, is it?
Chauncey? No.
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 It's the other side of town.
Is this? It says second annual, so this is only the second one you've done. When?
Correct.
Whose idea was this?
One of our members, Sue Ash, she's kind of our creative individual in the club, and so she saw this in Florida where they stayed for vacation, and she thought it might be something that we could work on, and it worked out last year, and we're giving it another try, and we've added a few things, we switched things around, but
I love the ducks. Now, Guido was saying you provide the ducks.
So it turns out that after Sue got the idea, she discovered that the club up in the Fitchburg, Lunenburg area had been doing this for a number of years, and they had several thousand ducks, all numbered.
These are rubber ducks.
Ready to go.
Yeah.
And they weren't doing it anymore, and so they offered us their ducks. So we were able to get their ducks. We got 500 of them, I think, were donated to us last year. Okay. And they're all numbered, and what we do is we dump them in and then catch them at the end. And the first one in, that number is the winning duck.
So each duck is numbered, and if you come, it's free. You just get, you're adopting a duck, right, a rubber duck, and you keep your number. And then when it's time to let all these hundreds of ducks free, how far do they have to travel?
It's about a quarter mile. It's not that long a trip.
I bet the kids love this. I love it.
So last year, because it was during the pandemic, we were not allowed to have on-site attendance. So last year was all virtual. We had live streaming on Facebook, as well as it was taped by our local cable TV in Westboro, and then they showed it the next day.
Well, this is going to be being zoomed, right, or being just filmed. This is going to be fantastic. You get to go. Again, it's going to be the Rubber Duck Derby, Saturday, April 9th. It's not that far away. 11 in the morning. Watch in person or on Facebook. Go in person. That's great. Held at the Mill Pond Spillway in Westboro. To adopt a duck, do they have to call you or email you ahead of time to adopt a ducky?
Yes, we have to assign a duck, a number of a duck, and since the ducks that we received were pre-numbered and they're in no real order, what we do is when somebody sends us an email or goes on to the website and adopts a duck, we then go pick a duck out of the box, read that number, and put it into the another box, which is the box of participating ducks.
This sounds like a blast, and you don't have to pay to do anything. Just show up.
Just show up.
Do you want us there before 11 in the morning?
Well, we hope to start right on time at 11.
And you don't have to be a resident of Westboro, guys,
No.
right? Just go and have fun.
Last year's winner, in fact, was not a Westboro resident.
What happens to the winner? Do they get a huge rubber duck at the end, or what happens?
No, they just get a check.
No.
Well, you know, we have three prizes this year.
Oh.
There's
Okay, so if you get first prize, $500. Second is $250, and third place is $100. Okay, so you can buy one duck for $10.
Correct.
Okay, so this helps the scholarships
Exactly.
for the great Westboro students. Awesome. And you can get 3 ducks for $25 and 1 specialty duck for $30. What is that, duck quack? What is that quack?
No, there's about 27 specialty ducks that we have, and they pick which one they would like, and it's $30 per duck.
Now, what is special about that duck?
So the ducks have different costumes, if you will. So
Okay.
there's a policeman duck, and there's a fireman duck, and there's a doctor duck. They're just they're just special ducks that you can buy. There's only one of each. So if you want the doctor duck, and the idea is that when we dump 500 ducks in, you can't tell which one is yours.
So what do you
But
cheer
if you
them
buy
on?
a specialty duck,
Yeah.
you can actually follow it.
So, well, maybe you can you see the number of your duck?
No.
You can't see the number as it's going along?
No,
No.
they're too small.
So you kind of do you have to move along the half mile, quarter of a mile? You
Yeah,
have
it's
to go
about a
along
quarter
with it.
mile, yeah.
So everybody kind of shifts and keeps moving.
We hope so. I mean, we did last year, like I say, it was the only, the first year, and we weren't allowed attendees.
Yeah.
But we had a team at the end to capture the ducks, because that's important. We can't let them go into the stream.
What if there's a tie? What do you do then?
Well,
We haven't.
We'll have to figure
we didn't
that
encounter
out.
that last year.
You haven't
so,
come to that yet.
yeah.
Okay.
um,
That ought to be good. I love this. One duck gets to be in this race is 10, 3 ducks 25, 1 specialty duck. He could be dressed as a firefighter or a doctor or whatever. $30. Now, first prize 500, second place 250, third place 100. That ain't bad. I mean, that's kind of cool. Who came up with this idea? Did you come up with it, Bert? Whose idea was this in the meeting? Somebody has to bring it up and say, let's do it. Was it you?
Sue and we. She convinced us that it would be a good project,
Yeah.
and at first we didn't know what we would do with the funds, and after a couple of ideas we decided the scholarship and the scholarship is for a Westboro senior, not necessarily a person that goes to Westboro High, but any senior in high school that's in the community.
In the community, in Westboro?
They can apply for
In
it,
Westboro.
yes.
Right. And so this
And-
goes towards a scholarship.
And it didn't necessarily have to be for college. It could be community college, technical college, any other thing that's post high school education.
I love that openness of that.
Yeah, because we have some students that attend Assabet Valley Technical Regional School, and in fact they helped us with the logo that's on there. They designed that rubber duck derby logo, and so they're eligible for the scholarship as well. It's not just Westboro High
Awesome.
School.
So at the very end, when the duckies come in, you're going to hear, since you're now in person, you're going to hear some screams and all kinds of things like, go, 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 go. But the thing is, you can't see the number of your duck.
No. There's no way to tell which is your duck, unless that's why we added the specialty duck concept this
How
year.
long will you think it will take in minutes? Because you got kids with you. How long do you think?
It's between
6
5
to
and
8.
6 minutes.
Oh,
yeah.
that quick?
It's
I thought
very
we'd be
quick.
looking at half an hour for them to go down the.
No.
They say you should see our video. If you go to the
Okay.
website, there's a link to last year's running of the ducks, and
Yeah, www.westborolionsrubberduckderby.weebly.com. And they can watch it on there?
That's the website where you go to adopt a duck.
Okay.
Our main Lions Club, Westboro Lions Club .org website, that has a link to the promo that was last year's, I think.
Okay, weather. What happens if...
We had a
rain or shine.
Rain or shine. Yeah, the
Just
ducks
on-
don't care, right?
Right.
That's, you know, the Lions Clubs are known for their wonderful help with eyeglasses. I brought a pair to donate today. I think these are an older pair that I had.
Yeah.
And that is a fantastic thing. You have an app. Is it in the library? Where do you have your bucket?
We have at least a half a dozen places. The library is one, and Spectacle Eyeglass, the Senior Center, the Westboro Opticians, and another one that we just have is there's Estrella Laboratories, I believe, up on Computer Drive. They their company has four boxes
Wow.
to collect glasses.
This has been going on for how many years with the Lions Clubs
The glasses?
in America? Yeah.
Lions. Lions were founded in 1917 in Chicago. In 1925, when they had their international convention, they were already international at that point, with Canada being the first non-U.S. Club to be joined. That's when Helen Keller came to the convention and spoke and convinced the convention goers that they should become Knights for the Blind.
Yeah.
That was her phrase, and the phrase that we've continued to follow, and that's why vision has been our number one, not charity, but our number
Right.
one area.
Glasses cost so much, and it's good to know that a Lions Club near you, right, might have a few. Where do you donate it to? Where does it go?
The monies, you mean?
No. The
glasses.
glasses, the ones we donate.
So there's a rule in this country, a regulation, that you can't reuse used glasses within the United States, but we bring them to third world countries primarily, and other. Mexico, Haiti has been a big recipient the last couple of years. I believe they're allowed on Indian reservations. They're used.
That's fantastic. I didn't know that. I'll bet you most of us don't know that it's going to help people in third world countries. The
For the most
glasses
part.
that you donate.
In fact, with the Indian reservations, they have people from the reservation that help
Sorry.
restore them, sort them, and pick up a fairly decent occupation in the glass industry.
Definitely. With frames, I just had gotten new frames, and if my insurance hadn't picked it up, let me tell you, well, you know, just your lenses alone are on the site. Now, we're talking with Bert Christensen, and he is the president now. He's sitting in the red chair of the Lions Club in Westboro, and beside him is, I gotta get this right, Guido Lonardo. I got it.
Perfect.
And he is now past president. How long have you been president, Bert?
This is my first year.
Your first year.
Yeah.
How many in your group, in the Lions Club there?
10 now.
You got 10.
Yeah.
And do you meet regularly, or?
Once a month, the third Wednesday of each month.
Third Wednesday. Where do you go?
Well, presently the DoubleTree in Westboro has graciously given us a meeting room to meet in. With the COVID, our usual location has not closed. It just isn't open late enough for us to conduct meetings.
Do you think that less people are coming because of COVID, and they'll be coming back more? What do you think?
In regards to what?
For your Lions
Membership.
Club, yeah,
Membership. I hope they start coming back.
Yeah, definitely.
This membership has stayed pretty much as the 10-11 for the last few years. But
You can hope, right? That'll be great.
Yeah.
So that might be why would it be because some of the older members are a little bit afraid to come back in? I would think by now, they could wear their mask, they can still come, right?
oh yeah.
We haven't really gotten a very large group. I think we've only the most we've ever gotten is about 25 members. So it varies. Like Bert says, it's been fairly constant now at the 10 to 15 range for the last 4 or 5 years.
And everyone's welcome, all right?
Oh, absolutely. Men and women. That, by the way, is a misconception.
Yeah.
Lions started as an all-male organization, but at least 30, 40 years ago, women, were brought in. There used to be a separate ladies' version of the Lions, but no more.
Do they have the little Leos for the little boys?
And they had the Leos. I'm not sure if the Leos still operating. We don't
Yes.
have one in Westboro.
And in the district
I think
we're
Grafton
in,
does.
pardon?
I think Grafton has
Still
it.
has the Leos.
I think
Yeah.
so. They're little Leos. I went to a meeting one time, and I think she mentioned the word little Leos.
Oh.
That's for girls and boys, right? That's
Yes.
cool,
Yes.
too.
Mhm.
What are some of the other, how can they contact you about the Rubber Duck Derby? How can they reach you?
Well, they can reach us by mail, Post Office Box 193 in Westboro, or our website, lionsclub.org, and there's a long one at the about.
Yeah, there's the Westboro Lions Club.org, or you could mail them, P.O. Box 193 in Westboro, Mass. 01581, Westboro Lions Club. How about if they just want to pick up the phone and say, hey, I want to be in the Derby?
We do have a number, but I don't have it handy. I don't
It might
know
be
what it is.
it might be online.
But
Probably,
yes,
yeah.
if you Google Westboro Lions,
Yep.
there is an 800 type number that you can
Great.
call.
I was just sharing with them about the, they have the ducks, and we have that little, it's so cute to see the kids. The derby, the boat derby out there over on Pratt Pond there, it could be made out of anything, cardboard, you name it. Pretty cool. It's a lot of fun. What are some of the other things that the Lions clubs do? Leo, you have some paper with you. What do they do?
Well, in terms of activities, we have our dunk tank at the 4th of July block party.
Do you do that? Have you been in it?
That's Bert's been in it quite a bit.
Oh,
I
really?
get it.
Yeah.
He gets dunked.
Brave.
He's brave. I'm not so brave.
I'm the newest member of the club, so
Oh, how cool. That's great. So you're in
I
that
pay a
dunk
price.
So that's one of the events that the town looks forward to every year. And in fact, we just got a volunteer from one of the selectmen volunteered to go into the dunk tank for us this coming summer. So we're looking forward to that. We also have had for a few years now an annual tennis tournament. And again, all ages from high school to adult. And that's been a very
Is that over
good
in that building?
fundraiser.
Is it Oak Street, Guido? Is it Oak Street at the tennis courts there? Isn't it Oak
No,
Street?
we do art at the high school. The high school
high
has
school.
a whole number of courts right together, so it makes it more suitable
That's cool.
for a tournament. And that's been a very fun and a lot of participation in
Are
that.
you both participating?
I don't play tennis.
Don't either, but it looks like fun.
Someone has to run the event.
Oh, okay.
It's
Now, anybody,
But-
even people from Upton, everywhere could join it.
correct.
This is an annual tennis event.
Did-
What happens?
The But this year we chose not to run it because COVID and
Yeah.
it would butt up against the duck derby, and
Yeah.
we don't think we have the energy to
Yeah.
do two things like that.
Maybe next year, right?
Next
Well, we
year.
plan to do it at least every other year.
How many years have you done it?
What, 3 or
Four.
4?
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Yeah, again, it's a big pickup after. This is like, I hope, the tail end of this COVID thing, right? Most people, I guess, have been vaccinated. That's a plus. And you can wear your mask if you wanted to anything. You know,
That's
really, nobody's going to get mad
Outside
at you.
or...
Yeah. What else is coming up? Anything?
So, let's see. So in the
Summer.
Well, in the fall, we have 2 events for our school-age kids. We have a peace poster contest that's sponsored by Lions International.
Yeah.
And children are given, and this is middle school-age children, are given a theme. Every year the theme, it's always about peace, but it's always a little different. And they have about 6 weeks or so to draw up, paint up a poster.
Mm-hmm.
And then we usually hang it up at the our town library
Yeah.
for a week or so that everyone can see it. And then we have a judge,
Yeah.
usually an art teacher or an artist, a local artist in town, that'll come in and judge the posters and pick a winner. And that winner then goes on to our district and state competitions. One year we actually had a state winner from Westboro, and I forget what the prize. We provide like $100 award at our
Sure.
level,
Yeah.
but that goes up to the district level. There's additional prizes. The final prize, which we've never had one from Westboro, is international. That competition is held at the United Nations
Whoa.
in New York, and so they get, as part of, if you get to that level of
Yeah.
competition, you get to go to the United Nations and watch the final competition.
I think when I go to the Westboro Library, I think I've seen, don't they just display them on that little aisle that goes down to the children's
Right.
room?
Exactly.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Exactly.
Well, you know the new Grafton Library. We're going to get one too, as a matter of fact, but they're building our new community center. But in Grafton, their brand new library, they were still, do you remember they were still over in North Grafton? They were just kind of temporarily at a church on 140. Well, anyway, they're back in the new digs now. But they had a thing that was artistic that we could all contribute something to. It was like, they got a canvas board or something, do something artistic. I can't wait till they finally get it mounted like as a quilt thing. But it's going to be fun. Those things are fun. Children and grown-ups love it.
Then our other fall activity is the speech contest.
For high school.
With the high school students, and the participating clubs in the district will have their contest, and their winner goes to two different levels, a district and then the multi-district, and then the state convention.
Yeah.
And
Are there a lot of lions at those state conventions?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Again,
You were just there. Oh, no, you were at the district
District,
level,
but-
and the state level is coming up.
But it seems the state level, their response has been a little tepid.
Yeah.
So it's COVID
Sure.
inspired.
That has really been a Debbie Downer, this COVID thing. So many
So-
people have been holed up.
But and with the speech contest, 3 years ago, our contestant from Westboro made the state tournament.
Made the state?
Was the
Oh.
state champion.
Was that a tennis? How old was that person?
Was that freshman or so?
This was when she was a senior.
Oh, this was the season.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
But
Oh, 17, 18.
A couple weeks ago, we had a midwinter conference in which the they had a speech contest there, and the winner there was from Grafton.
Oh,
And
Yeah.
remarkable speeches they made.
the kids did well.
They do well.
A lot of kids, people, adults too, are terrified to get up in front of an audience. I
Tell
tell
me
them,
about
no,
it.
when you get up there, look, they all had to put their pants on or whatever this morning. They're looking at you because they're there to learn. They're not there to critique you, really. It's cool. You know, sometimes I'll say, bring a chair over, a stool, and just sit down eye to eye with them on the same level. But I've been doing speeches for a long time, and it's something, it's a technique, but you eventually calm down and you realize, you know what, they wanted me here, so I'm going to be here.
Okay.
So we've got about 4 minutes left. We'll talk again about the Rubber Duck Derby, sponsored by the Westboro Lions Club. It's their second annual, and this year it's going to be in person. And it's going to be on Saturday, April 9th at 11 in the morning, so get up. And you can watch in person, in other words, come, or on Facebook. And you would, in order for them to sign up, you can all sign up for it. You would connect with them at westborolionsclub.org. Am I right?
That's it.
And what else do you suggest they do?
That's the best. And there's a link there to the donation or sign up area.
Wait a minute, this looks to me an awful lot like the reservoir over in...
No, that's Sandra Pond. That's on the other side of town.
Yeah.
So this is Mill Pond Road, goes from West Main Street up to Fisher Street, which is near Otis Street.
Okay, those of us who... Let's say if
Which
you're
is
coming-
on the west side of town.
Okay, so if I'm coming up from Westboro, do I go around the Rotary?
So
I'm on Upton
if you're
Road.
coming from Upton Road,
Yep, yeah.
you could do that, but then you'd have to come back, because the Rotary is where the east-west divide is.
Okay.
And you'd come west, and you'd go past the golf course, and take a right. It's the next, Mill Road is the next right after the golf course.
Is it... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay, Route 30?
Route 30.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, and there's the golf course. Okay, so there's the church across the street and the golf course. We're talking about Westboro.
Right.
Okay, so let's say coming from Grafton. You're
So coming from Grafton, you
Just
pass
take
the
Route
Lutheran
30.
Church,
Route 30, past the
On Route
Lutheran
30.
Church. Keep going.
and it's on the left. Is
Oh,
Mill
the
Pond
golf
Road.
course, yeah.
And that whole area back there is where those
okay.
reservoirs. It's the
So it
it's
would
the
be-
old, another name for it is the Suasco.
The
You might
Suasco.
remember the old, because it's Sudbury, Hazabit, Concord,
All right.
River.
Will you have a sign up there for those of us who are who get lost? Do you have a sign that will show us where to go?
We will.
Not
Yes.
sure.
It's a good idea.
We will.
The Mill Pond is.
Some people are challenged with that. We could live the next town over and like, where is this, you know? But this sounds like an awful lot of fun. Quickly again, this is to benefit for fun scholarships over in Westboro, to the Westboro High School students. And if your duck gets in, first place is $500. The person could actually win this. Second place is $250. Third place is $100. Now, if you want to buy a duck, a big rubber duck, $10.
Adopt.
That's a duck. Okay. 3 ducks, $25. And in a specialty duck, $30. This sounds like a ball. This sounds like a blast. Thank you so much for being with us.
Oh, thank you. Thank
And
you.
come on downstairs to the Upton Town Library. We have, most of us know huge bulletin boards. Come on down. You're going to find one of these down there. This will explain to you it too, again. But rain or shine, these duckies are going to go, and they're big, huge rubber ducks. And in this ad, you'll see if you come over, they've all got dark glasses on. How cool is that? And then if you sign up, you're going to get a little duck, all your own, and you can just be, please win. Thank you guys for being on.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you
It's
very
been a
much.
pleasure.
for
And we'll
the
see you next time and
opportunity.
be my guest.
Riding on a shooting star, heading out toward a dream. Tomorrow's even closer than it seems.